And good afternoon and welcome inside DeSanto Field as Case Western Reserve University gets set to take on Grove City in the team's second to last game of the regular season. I'm John Schwartz. Alongside me is Spartans head coach Greg Debeljak as the Spartans get set for today's game. Coach, before we start talking about today, let's talk a little bit about last week and in particular how that has kind of affected the team coming into this week. Obviously a tough loss to Washington Jefferson. What has the message been to the team this week as you get set to try to finish the season strong?
Well, it had to readjust our goals. We can no longer be conference champions, and guys, not thrilled about that. But we still have things to play for. Anytime we step on the field as a team, we're playing for each other. And Grove City's a really good team, and we need to beat a good team this year. We've done some really good things, but when we played the better competition, we just haven't been able to get over the hump. So we have two more opportunities to do that, so that's what we're focusing on.
I want to take a moment to talk about the defensive line. I know that was a unit that coming into the year there were a lot of question marks surrounding, but they really seem to have solidified, especially the last few weeks. Joseph Swarm and Sean Riley at the ends, Jack Tierney in the middle. Talk about that group, what they've done this year to put themselves in a position to really command some respect on the defensive end.
Yeah, it has been a surprise. We felt that the back eight, we felt we had great confidence in them, but just lack of experience up front, and those guys have done a great job. Jack Tierney at our nose guard is as good as anybody at that position in our league. And Joseph Swarm has really kind of taken the role of Caden Tong and been an explosive pass rusher, created a lot of big play opportunities for our defense. And Sean Riley has been a really solid opposite of Joseph and more of a run stopper. Both Joseph and Sean were linebackers, converted linebackers. So it took them a while to get a new position down, but once they did, they've become very effective.
I want to talk to Sec, too, about the offensive line, because that has been a unit on the offense that has really excelled all season long. We haven't spoken since, but a couple weeks ago, they were named to the D3 Team of the Week. Can you talk about those guys, what they have done this year, and really a veteran group, how they've solidified to become one of the better offensive lines in the league?
And it is. We feel we have 7 guys that can play, and in certain sets, we have 7 offensive linemen on the field, and I've never done that. So it is a position of strength for us, literally and figuratively. Owen Meyer probably stands out as probably our best offensive lineman, but it's been a collective effort by all of them, and Coach Slesh does a great job coaching those guys up every week. And what makes it fun as a game planner is they can run block and pass block. It's not like they're one-dimensional, and that certainly helps out the offense greatly.
Let's talk about this week's game, a Grove City team that comes in and certainly an opponent you're familiar with, but a little bit of a different look than you've seen from them in the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing their things, and they play a certain style of football that's super effective for them, and that hasn't changed. Names have changed, so they're emphasizing different parts of their game, but they're not going to lose games. You have to beat them. Hard to trick them on either sides of the ball. They're a very fundamentally sound, well-coached football team, and physical also. The physicality is something that you're going to get every single game when you play a Grove City team. So it'll be a great challenge, but I do think we match up better with them this year than maybe the last 2 or 3 years for sure.
Coach, 2 games left in the regular season against 2 good opponents. Can you talk about what you're looking to see out of your team as you conclude this regular season?
It's just what they've shown all year long. They're a great group. They're tight-knit. They enjoy playing football with each other on a weekly basis. They love being around each other in practice. So that shouldn't change. We fell a little bit short of our primary goal of winning the PAC, but our goal is always to, be a team, be a family, and we're going to go out 2 more times together and have fun with each other and compete to win football games.
Coach, thank you as always, and good luck today. The Spartans will get set for kickoff here coming up at 1 o'clock. Once again, it's Case Western Reserve University against Grove City in a PAC matchup at DeSanto Field starting in just a few minutes.